welcome. When we get seated today, we'll bring those hands to prayer at our heart and drop that chin. Whether you're doing this in the morning or in the afternoon or evening, taking a second to arrive in our bodies, to let as much go as we can, to feel how we are supported by the earth. And because of that, we can lift up through our spine and center. Take a breath in and exhale. Open your eyes. Bring your legs wide. So the legs come nice and wide. We're going to point those feet up toward the sky and extend our arms forward. Bring our hands into prayer out in front of our hearts and lift those arms up. Just like we were trying to stabilize and grow up out of those hips with that spine, we'll do the same here. Reaching, centering. For whatever reason, I want to weigh my right sitting bone more. Check in with those sitting bones. Can you get them both grounded? The chin drops. Inhale. Exhale, lower those hands in front of your heart. Bring your right arm under your left and take eagle arms. Lift those elbows and flex your feet. Inhale. Exhale, turn your upper body to the left. We're still warming up, so we want this to be soft and easy. But just see how that translates into your back, into your shoulder blades. Take one more breath and exhale, come back to center. Release those hands. The hands come straight out of your heart. We lift those arms back up to the sky. And those legs might be starting to protest. But see if we can stay and breathe. Center on those sitting bones. Last breath. And exhale, those hands come down. Left hand under, arms into eagle. Gently lift those elbows up and away from that belly. The spine is long, those shoulders move towards your hips. One breath. Turn that upper body toward the right leg. And experiment what happens when you push those hands a little bit away from you, when they come in. Where can you find that edge? And breathe. One more inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Release those hands. Bring the soles of your feet together. They don't have to be in close. Make gentle fists and just start gently hitting the muscles in your legs. You can come on the inner thighs, down to those calves. You can also make your way onto your back and your outer hips and your bum. Feeling the energy that comes as we're using these gentle fists, and you might feel some pockets of extra tension. Take one more breath and exhale. Bring your hands on your knees, tuck your chin. Feel that energy. Feel the hands holding you. You are centered and balanced. Inhale. Exhale, let's stay balanced and come into boat pose. Those arms can extend and you sit up, or let the heels hover or the legs extend. Breathing, feeling the groundedness. And then we rise up and away, steady and supple. One more breath. And exhale, bend your knees. Your hands can come on down. Lower yourself onto your back. Right knee comes in. You pull that knee in towards your right shoulder. Extend your left leg long. Inhale. Exhale, chin drops towards your heart, and you can point and flex those feet. Take your left hand onto that right knee and pull that right knee just a little bit towards your left shoulder. So it's coming across your body. A gentle fist with that right hand, and you start to hit that outer right hip. Breathing. One breath. And right foot comes down, left knee comes in. We pull that knee in toward our left shoulder and extend our right leg. Move those ankles if you'd like. Inhale. That left knee comes across the body, so it's just the right hand holding it, and your left hand can start to hit that outer left hip. And this action brings more blood flow to this spot, which is going to bring more healing, more overall flow. Last breath. And bring both knees in. Grab your shins or ankles for rocking happy baby, side to side. Let those hips open. Inhale and exhale. When we come to center after going side to side, we'll take those hamstrings, rocking and rolling 2 or 3 times. Come all the way up, the ankles cross, and step or hop back into plank. We look at that space between our hands. We're moving between flowing and holding. We'll work some range of motion to really allow our body the most optimal health, most optimal energy, openness, balancedness. I don't know if that's a word. One more breath. Knees to the earth, sit those hips back into a child's pose. Arms reaching. And when we breathe, that edge gets a little less tight. There's a little less definite no and a little more maybe. But we breathe and we're honest about that edge. One more inhale and exhale. Hands and knees, toes tuck, down dog. Letting those heels pedal out. Hips can sway. Letting the posture be delicious and juicy. Those heels drop toward the earth. Inhale. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach your spine long. And we exhale, fold in. Arms reach out and we rise. Exhale, hands to our heart. Inhale, we sweep and rise. Exhale, flow over your legs. Inhale, hearts extend. Exhale, step or hop back and chaturanga. So the elbows go back and we push up. Inhale, pull that heart through, up dog and hold. Letting the spine have this curve that opens up the front of our body and provides a nice compression in the vertebrae. One more breath. Roll over those feet, coming back to your down dog, pedaling out those feet. Inhale. Exhale, thinking about making the practice sweet. Last breath. On the inhale, the right leg lifts up to the sky. Exhale, that right foot steps forward. We'll drop that back knee. And inhale, climb up with those hands on that right knee. Push into that right knee. Your heart moves up and away. Stay here. letting that front left thigh stretch wide. Inhale. Exhale, back off just a little so that right knee unbends quite so much. Lift your arms up. Right hand drops along your right side, left arm up and over. You can bend back into that left or right knee to your edge. We breathe into the edge, trying to get it to a maybe. Maybe we can soften a little. Maybe we can drop those hips a little bit more. Last breath. And the hands come to the earth, stepping back to a down dog. Bring those feet to touch at the back of your mat. You can lift and lower those heels, strengthening and lengthening. Inhale, exhale. The feet separate. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Drop your right knee, untuck those back toes, climb up on that left leg. Press into that left knee. Then let your spine move up and away like we did in up dog. Feeling the length from those right toes up through that right leg, through the crown of the head. Back off that stretch just a little. Inhale, lift your arms up. Left hand drops on left side, right arm curves up and over. Bend back into that left knee and reach to the left side of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands back to the mat. Step your left foot back and come to table once again. You're in table, walk those arms out in front of you into puppy pose. And thinking about opening, unfurling, letting the space happen along the front side of the body. As we compress the knots and the tension on the back side, we'll get more flow in there when we release this, but let that edge soften as you open. One more breath. And those hands walk back in. We tuck our toes, down dog. And just see, what does the down dog feel like now? We've done some stretching, some moving. Can you make this really luscious? Inhale. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach that spine, and exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Your heart stays parallel to the earth. Grab your elbows behind you or interlace those hands. We're looking straight down at that mat below our eyes, opening the heart, compressing those shoulder blades. Hips move back, head moves forward. And now notice that breath. One more breath in. And exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Press into those feet and stand up tall. Coming to the top of your mat. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, left hand down left leg, right arm up and over. Stretching that right side body, you can look down at the floor or you could look up toward that right palm. Press through both feet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, the palms come up and that right hand comes down right leg, arching the left arm up and over. Find your focal point, the floor or that left palm. Feel the four corners of your feet. Last breath. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, swan dive over your legs. Inhale, reach that spine. Exhale, step or hop back and chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, we come back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. We exhale, step it forward, coming to warrior one. So left heel drops. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, cactus those arms. Keep your heart to the front of the mat. Bend that right knee. Try and lift your left arch. Last breath. And bring your hands back to the earth, either down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, lifting that heart, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg floats. Exhale, left foot steps, right heel drops. Inhale, those arms lift all the way up. Bend that left knee, cactus those arms. Imagine you're Superman presenting that big old S, or Supergirl, Superwoman, Superhuman. One more breath. And the hands come back to the earth and either down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, hearts rise. Exhale, back we come. Inhale, lift that left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Drop your right heel down toward the earth, coming to pyramid. Inhale, reach your spine. Exhale, fold over that left leg. You can straighten that left leg, pull that right hip down toward that left inner thigh, and melt. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath. Those hands plant, step back to a down dog, or if you want to toss a vinyasa in, inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Inhale, the right leg floats. Exhale, it steps forward, and we drop that left heel to the earth. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, build your pyramid. Left hip forward and down, and melt. One more breath. Soften that right knee, step back to a down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, we lift, and exhale, we come back. Look up at your hands and come to the top of your mat. Inhale, spine long, and exhale, fold. Arms sweep out and we rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. The left foot will ground, our hands to our hips. Bring that right leg up. You can hold your right knee or your inner right shin, and you can try and pull that right knee up and back. So it's kind of a standing lizard. We're flexing that right foot. This is a really big balance challenge. I'm having a hard time breathing. And one more breath. And lock it out. All right, I am not balanced on that side. Right foot plants. Lift that left leg. You can just hold that left knee or shin. Start to lift that knee up and back, kind of on a diagonal. So think standing lizard. That left foot is flexed. One more breath in. And we exhale, step it down. We're gonna pretend like we're on a high wire. So left foot will ground. Right foot steps back almost to that pyramid pose distance, but now the feet are like they're on a train track or a high wire. Inhale, lift up and bend your left knee. Fold forward. You can just bring your hands down to the earth and hang out here, or walk your hands to the left side of your mat and start to try and straighten that left leg. So maybe you're feeling this in that outer right rib cage, the outer left hip, and we're twisting at our core. Press down on your left big toe. Coming back to center, bend that left knee, hands to your hips, press yourself up, right foot steps forward, hands to prayer. Feel your feet in mountain pose. Look down at those feet, the right foot grounds. We step that left foot back like we're on a tightrope. Hands to your hips, inhale. Soften that right knee. Walk down that right leg, the fingertips can come to the earth. Possibly straighten that right leg. Turn your upper body, walk your hands to the right side. Being careful with that low back. We don't want to torque anything. And breathe. Inhale, come back to the front of the mat. Right knee softens, hands to your hips, and we stand all the way up. Left foot comes forward. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, and exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, step or hop back, and chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, press back. Let's lift that left leg. Inhale, it rises. Exhale, left foot steps through. Rise up to warrior two. Right hand comes to the back and that left knee bends. For today, think of this as a hip opener. Bending that left knee a little more. Trying to get into those hips. Inhale. Bend just a little more. Now take elbows or interlace those hands. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. Opening up the shoulders and the hip now. We're trying to open up these spaces that get blocked. Soften at our edges. Inhale. And those hands release. Bring your hands inside that left foot. You can come back onto the toes of that back foot, coming to lizard on the floor. Right knee can drop. Inhale, we lift onto our hands or our elbows. Right knee can lift if you would like. The heart moves forward. Inhale. Exhale. Rising up and stepping back, down dog or a vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg rises, and we step it forward, warrior two. Sink into the right knee. Get into those hips. Inhale. Bend a little bit more. And let even this be sweet. There's a strength to it, a balance, an opening. Awkward interlace of those hands or grab your elbows. Inhale. Exhale, fold over that right leg. Wiggle your toes, bend that right knee, and let everything drain out of your head so that you are clean and clear, settled and grounded. One more breath. Bring both hands inside that right foot. The right toes turn out. We drop to that back knee. Inhale, hearts lift. Hands or elbows, back knee can lift. Inhale and exhale. Press back through that left heel. And rise back up. And stepping back, down dog or Vinyasa. Inhale and exhale. Stay and breathe. We look to our hands, step or hop forward. Inhale, spine reaches. And exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands to our hearts. So we're going to do a series. We'll start with triangle. So right foot stays on the ground, left foot steps back. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. And move slowly toward your edge. Maybe you look up toward that left thumb. Nice and grounded. And we're trying to think about length in our limbs, in our torso, in our neck. Left hand to the hip. Look down to the floor, coming to half moon. We float that left leg up behind us. Left arm can lift. And breathe. Left hand down, big step back. And we'll start in like this runner's lunge and drop onto the outer left edge of your left foot. So the outer left foot, you're gonna come onto the outer right foot. Your hands can just come to the earth and you hang out here, or your right arm can rise. Those hips stay lifted. If this is too much for you, go back to lizard. This is a little more advanced, so it's taking some side strength. It's also a deeper hip twist and opening. One more breath. We intentionally bring that right hand down and reverse ourselves out of the posture. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, reach that spine. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Bring your right hand behind your knees. Bring your left hand behind your knees. You can clasp those elbows. Stay with the knees bent or straighten those legs and drop the crown of your head. Lift up on that belly button. Ground the four corners of your feet. The knees bend, hands to our hips. We push into those feet and rise. And we'll do that all on the other side. You can move those shoulders in case there's extra tension. Left foot plants, right foot steps back. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, triangle. And I like to think about the word refine as I enter into a posture. Refining the shape, which means moving into it slowly, figuring out where you can add some length, where you might soften. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to right hip. Look down at the left foot. And we come to half moon. right arm can rise. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes to the earth. Big step back. So we get set up like we're in a runner's lunge. Both hands can come inside that left foot. The right heel drops toward the right. So we come on the outer right foot, outer left foot. Stay here or lift your left arm to the sky. The hips are lifted. We're pressing into that right hand, but buoyant in the side of our body. One breath. Left hand comes down. Come out of that posture. Step that left foot back. Drop your knees to the earth. We kick those right toes off. Come onto that right hand. Left arm lifts. Left leg floats. Going for the bind if you would like. So taking that left ankle and opening in that heart. One deep breath. And release, other side. The left toes kick off, right arm and right leg lift. Grab that right ankle and bring it back. Inhale and release. Both hands to the earth. Bring your knees wide and sit back into a wide-kneed child's pose. Letting those shoulders melt toward the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath in. And we'll come on forward, crossing our ankles behind us. And bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Those hands point toward our bum, lifting up into reverse table. We can look down toward our knees or point our nose to the sky. Feeling those hands and feet. One more breath. And we lower everything down. Extend those legs. Roll onto your left side body. Your ear can come into that left hand. Right knee comes in. Just pull it towards your shoulder or that right leg up toward the sky, holding your calf, ankle, or foot. You can always lower that left arm to the earth and your head down. You can float that left leg. And we often think that balancing on our feet is hard or our hands, but balancing on this edge of our body, holding us in place. One more breath. And we'll release, roll to the other side. On that right side, we start with the ear and the hand, bend the left knee in, open that leg, point that foot to the sky if you would like. Lower the right hand and that right leg can float. All different options. Really long between the right big toe and that right middle finger or the crown of our head. One breath. And release. Come onto your belly. So we're on those forearms in Sphinx, pulling the heart up and through, hips grounded. Stay there or go for bow. The knees bend and we bind, pressing up and back, looking at the floor beneath us or the mat. you, but for whatever reason, I can feel my pulse in my right ankle, not in my left. I don't know what that means. Take one more breath and lower everything down. Hands come by our chest and we press on up. We can come onto our knees, bringing our hands to our hips. Our thumbs press into our back and we open up. The elbows squeeze together at the back, compressing those shoulder blades. Last breath. Your chin drops towards your heart. Cross your ankles behind you or to the side and sit on down. The soles of the feet come together. Your fingers come behind you. Lift your hips, move them closer to those heels. Walk your hands in. Your heart lifts. You can lift your nose up to the sky. Moving in any way that is going to get you a more luscious, delicious pose. Oh, and I just had the thought of strawberry shortcake. I don't know why. It just is always nice and juicy and sweet. So trying to get that into our bodies and postures. And slowly release. Extend your legs in front of you. Inhale, arms lift. And slowly forward fold, moving in the opposite direction with that spine. So we really want to melt into the posture, not rush. Chin toward our heart. One last breath. Exhale. Inhale, rising up, coming onto our back. Soles of the feet plant, and we can lift those hips into bridge. Hands can interlace. The shoulders come together like they've done in so many postures today. And if you want to come up to full wheel, coming on the crown of your head and rising. Whichever shape you're in, knowing that it's a heart opener. One last breath. And we return to the earth. That low back can press into the floor. Bring your right knee in, your left knee. Legs come straight up into the air. Your hands can cradle your hips or come up your legs, reaching up to your edge. Inhale and exhale. And you decide happy baby or wide legs. So if you've had enough hips, you can open the legs wide. If you want more, the knees bend. And now take Shavasana. That final rest. Letting all intention go. So you can be in your body and really in the energy, the space, the quiet. Oh, my child, rest. Let it go. Oh, in that spaciousness. Feel your body coming back into it. Like you're coming home or putting yourself in a comfy sweatshirt or cuddling up in a blanket. The return is sweet and soft, safe and easy. You can stretch or twist. And pull both knees in towards your chest, rocking onto your right side, sitting on up. Bring your index fingers and your thumbs into the OK sign, your palms turned up on your knees. Drop that chin. Press those sitting bones into the earth and lift up and away. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free from fear. In this thing called life, may you find the sweetness, that which nourishes you, feeds you, makes you feel whole. May you find ways to care for yourself so you can care for others. And may that light inside shine. Bringing our hands to prayer at our hearts, inhale deeply. Exhale through an open mouth. Inhale and live light. Thank you for practicing with me.